everybody, and welcome back to 3 Cog. So I am in my 1983 Datsun 280ZX. It's the first time I've driven it since I got home. Started right up, happy about that. My wife did start it regularly while I was on deployment. I'm also filming using a new GoPro Hero 9 Black. So I've never used this GoPro. We're gonna see how it works, and I really hope I'm not talking for nothing. But I'm taking my Datsun to the car wash to wash it up. My wife is not confident in driving a 5-speed manual car, so while she did start it for me, she did not drive it and did not take it to be washed. So the outside is filthy right now, and I'll show you when I get to the car wash. Now, I can't just take it through a drive-through car wash because it's a T-top model. The T-tops look badass. T-tops designed in the 1980s, well, really designed in the 70s, but they leak. So I need to replace the rubber gaskets all the way around. So I can't just take it through a drive-through car wash because it would leak in the car a lot. So I got to take it to a do-it-yourself car wash and spray the car off, get all this dirt off of it. So briefly on my my 83 Datsun here. So I've done some basic maintenance upgrades to it. It's got NGK plugs and wires. It's got a K&N cold air intake in it. What else? Let's see. It's got a great exhaust leak, so it sounds pretty good. That's custom, of course. I actually have a header for this now. There's a Porsche. Still runs good. I really like the tune-up I did to it a year ago. So I've had this car for just over a year and some change. So something's burning or warm. I don't know, it could just be stuff on the engine. I don't know, hopefully it doesn't catch on fire. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, like I said, basic upgrades. I do have the header for it that I need to do. That'll be a whole separate video because I got to coat it, wrap it, cure it. There's the whole process I got to do with that. Apparently my gas gauge now does not work, though I thought it did before I left because it was saying that I was almost empty, and then I was only able to put like 5 gallons of gas in. Yeah, more to follow when I get to the car wash. Alright, so this is my 1983 Datsun 280ZX. As you can see, it is very, very dirty on the outside, but that's what I'm about to take care of. So, by no means in perfect shape. It is a project car that I've been working on with my kids, and that's why I have it, just to work on with my kids and enjoy driving it with my wife. Time to start washing. right, so now that I washed it, and like I said, T-top seals are not great. I gotta pull the T-tops to avoid the eventual torrential downpour that I would get from inside. So the passenger side is the worst side for this. So if I have a passenger and it rains or take it to a car wash, they're the ones who take the brunt of the not great T-tops. But it looks really good. Looking good is half the battle. So the most exciting part of owning an old car is trying to start it after you've turned it off. And it fired right up. Good job, Datsun. Now with the T-tops off and the windows down, it's actually got a lot less wind noise than you expect inside the cabin. I'm raising my voice because I don't know how much it's going to affect the GoPro. This is the first little video I've ever filmed with the GoPro, so we'll see what happens. I don't know if any of this is actually going to be usable. But yeah, so the 280ZX, I like it. It's it's a fun car. It's fun to work on with the kids. It's fun to drive. It's like a little go-kart. It's very nimble. So the car only weighs like 2,800 pounds. It's only making like 160 horsepower, nothing crazy. Eventually, I would like to build this into a turbo and put down some decent horsepower. But right now, just having fun with it and pulling wrenches. Now it's funny because it seems like having a play around car like this is such a massive luxury, and it is a luxury, right? It's definitely not a necessity of life. But I had motorcycles for years, and I've gotten so much more use and enjoyment out of this car as a family than I ever did out of my motorcycles. Between pulling wrenches on this thing, going for drives in it, it's much more, even though it's a two-seater, it is really much more of a family activity. Everybody just enjoys it more. So, while it's certainly a luxury item and not something that everybody can afford, it's also just so much fun, so rewarding to see my sons pulling wrenches on this thing and learning about engines. It's the same way I learned on how to work cars from my dad. The difference was when we were pulling wrenches on cars, it was because we had to. We needed to save the money and we needed those cars to work. So it wasn't always the most relaxing experience. That's how you learn cuss words too. But for this, with my kids, I'm trying to make it just very, very pleasant, enjoyable experiences, pulling wrenches. It's fun, it's quality bonding time with the kids. So that's why I have it. I think that about wraps this up. So certainly more to follow on the 280ZX. Got a lot of parts to install on it. I got a lot of work to do. Like I said, I got the exhaust. I got to do headlights because I'm replacing them with LEDs, and just other little maintenance things, tuning this thing up. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching. See you next time on 3Cog.